Hi, I'm Detlev, and I'm here because I want to help you dive into Linux. I've seen so many people out there who are struggling with their current computers, their operating systems, their business process. Um, Even a buddy of mine back in Arizona, he was complaining of his maybe 5 or so year old HP laptop constantly coming up with either blue screen of death or notification windows and sluggishness and um, just not behaving in a very fluid way that even gets in the way of him just simply browsing the internet and writing emails. And while the problem could be bad memory or a bad hard drive, I don't think so. I suggested to him that maybe he would go and get a thumb drive and a replacement hard disk. We swapped out his hard drive and we made an installer for Linux. So this way, he still has his old hard drive with Windows on it. So you put a new hard drive in there, you've got a fresh, clean slate, and I helped him install Linux on it. I think it might have been Debian distribution. Um, I went and configured it, installed the apps that he needs, Firefox, Thunderbird, um, enable printing and wireless communications, just simple stuff. And you know what? His problems went away. There was no problem with the hardware whatsoever. And if he had stuck with Windows, or if had wanted to even upgrade to Windows, he would have been out of luck because I remember Windows 11 had some extravagant hardware requirements that would require you to buy probably a whole new computer, not to mention having to pay for a license for the operating system. So um, I'm really here because, in essence, I have always enjoyed helping people with things that I have knowledge and experience in, and then just seeing the illumination happen when somebody thought they were at the end of their resources, or in a corner with no options. Um, and Linux doesn't really have to be that difficult. I so oftentimes hear that people say that there's a steep learning curve, and you've got all these monkeys and parrots repeating the same crap, and I get tired of hearing that. It's really not that difficult. Um, there, you have to sit down. Maybe you have to read a little bit. You watch a few videos. You get yourself a little USB stick, maybe a new hard drive, and swap things out like I just talked about. Um, and with maybe a couple of hours worth of time, you can have what feels like a whole new computer at minimal cost. And this is for personal use at home, browsing the internet, all the way up to doing software development and or doing bookkeeping or even music recording. And gaming is also available on Linux. So it Linux spans a whole wide gamut, and it's actually very graphical. So it's not like you have to learn a lot of commands going on the command line. So also, the hardware that I'm using still, I have a Lenovo ThinkPad, an X220. That's probably a 2012 vintage. That's running Fedora, the latest version of Fedora Linux. And I have a System 76 Telio small desktop, which is all AMD, Ryzen, and Radeon based. And that's where I'm doing the recording on. That's running Pop OS, which is the operating system that they usually bundle with their hardware. Now, mind you, I'm not going to be endorsing any brands here at the moment. I'm just telling you it is what it is. So my channel at the moment is going to be getting people started, make you feel comfortable, show you some examples of what's out there and how easy it is to get configured, show you some software options of what you can replace what you're accustomed to with something new. And the learning curve, yeah, there is a little bit of adaptation, but I think if you are at very minimum, don't have to be a genius. You just have to have some kind of intuitive intelligence and and just have some curiosity and follow the bouncing ball. It's really not that difficult. So as a case in point, I can show you a little bit what the Linux desktop looks like. What I've got here is the Fedora desktop that's running on a virtual machine. Don't know what a virtual machine is? Don't worry about it. So especially for people who enjoy clarity, they enjoy clean. You notice how there are no buttons on the screen like the Windows Start button or the Apple what do you call it? Whatever the Apple bar is, that's called. That's usually at the bottom. So if you want to load a program, you just need to know where to click, right? And you've got the little application bar here at the bottom. Um, Here you click and you can see a list of the applications that are already installed. You just click on something, right? LibreOffice. Here's a word processor that's out there that's free, okay? Not hard. And let's see here. You've got Firefox for a browser. Um, that's also pretty much straightforward, no-brainer. If you want to look for new software or even update your existing software that you have in here, here's the update button that's going to show you how many software packages may be out of date and that need to be updated. You click, it takes care of itself, boom, done. That's it. If you're looking for some graphics software, you can go and explore. Let's see here. Here's Create. If you're looking for graphics software, there should be something. Here's the OBS Studio that I'm using right now. Let's see. Here's Audacity. That's not another audio recording software. Here's Blender for 3D animation and rendering. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a really quick and dirty preview of what is involved in Unix. Here's some icons that show you here you're connected to the network. Here's your audio that you can adjust. Here's your power button if you want to suspend or restart or power off the system. I mean, it's pretty simple. Yes, there is such a thing as a command line, and it will allow you to get into the weeds of things. But I mean, for all intents and purposes, for a lot of people, at the moment off the top of my head, it's not something that you need to do a lot of thinking about. Okay, so I'm going to end it with that. The only other thought that I have for you for right now is this. I focus in my videos mostly on conveying for you to conceptually understand a thing, not necessarily going into specific steps, because your needs and your hardware are going to be different from what my needs are or what I may go through in a video. So in the end, your doing is your responsibility. You need to make sure that you understand something. When you play with something, you test it, you back up your data. And like I mentioned earlier, if you're going to install an operating system on the computer, swap out the hard drive, so that way you've got your existing data. Play with it. Nowadays, you even have little devices that you can put on a computer, connect via USB. This is an external hard drive. You tell the computer BIOS to boot from this, and you don't even have any effect on the internal hard drive. So there are a lot of different options and ways of doing things. And I look forward to showing it to you. And if you have questions, come down into the dialogue section, the notes section at the bottom of the video, and we can interact a bit. Just keep in mind that if I get way too many requests, I may not answer individual ones, but I'm probably going to make a video out of it so that I just address it once. And I can dive into detail if necessary. Okay? So that's it. Enjoy what I've created. If you've got questions, get back to me. And if you appreciate what I've got to offer, then by all means, subscribe, like it, share it. You know the drill. All right? Be well.